Okay, so I'm going to use this simple cup analogy and your toxin overload bucket. We've used a small cup just to use as an example, but I'm going to show you an example of some exposures to your body. So picture this is your capability of dealing with toxins. And now we add the first exposure. Say it's a parasite. Right now you still got lots of room in your cup. You have no symptoms, your body's dealing with it. You don't even know you have it. You might have got like a little bug, got over it, but it kind of stayed there, taking up some of your body's ability to start to fight. And then you get some sort of virus or bacterial infection. And you're overflowed and you still haven't emptied it out from that parasite. So things are starting to add up. And then you have a really stressful event in your life. And your detox becomes a little less, and the toxins that you get exposed to every day start to overload. And then they turn on 5G and you're already starting to overflow a little, and you get some symptoms and you start being a little bit electric, or your heart goes a little funny, but your body still copes with it. You get over it, you're feeling like you can get better, and then you get your next exposure, some heavy metals. And you're running out of space for your body to cope. And then you have some kids. And that adds some stress to your life. And then the final straw happens, and we don't know what that is. It's literally the straw that broke the camel's back. For a lot of people in the last few years, it was COVID. For the last people in the last few years, it could be any type of exposure, different environmental chemicals from a renovation, and boom, you overflow. So when this overflows, this is when you get symptoms, clinical symptoms. This is when you're going in to get help. But you see that all of the toxins were building over time, and you were subclinical. You weren't feeling your symptoms. Now, some people have a bigger toxin bucket and some people have a smaller one. We call these the canaries. They have the smaller toxin bucket. Their body is going to tell them earlier that they have a problem. Then we can have a bigger toxin bucket. But I hope that helped shed light on how symptoms can turn on, and then how it takes time to chip away at these, to get it below, to empty your toxin bucket. And you don't want to empty it just to there, because one more exposure could set you right over. So you want to get your cup as empty as you can. You want to work through all of those layers. I've just made a mess, but I hope that this helps, just to give a visual, to help understand how you go all of a sudden from I felt healthy till I was not healthy. Well, this is what was building up, and the size of your cup depends on your detox patterns, on your diet, on the amount of stress in your life, on how much grounding you do, on how much your relationships. So just keep this in mind, because when you're trying to fix your health, you can't just work on a symptom. You have to dig deeper and get rid of these deeper causes.